Hello Year 7, this is going to be a very quick video on your Impress Me task this week, and we're going to have this task is actually going to be done in the cluster, so we'll be self-assessing this. You'll be giving yourself a mark out of 4, and then after that you're going to do a little project task on the kind of topic that we're looking at here in China. So what we're looking at today is population density, which basically means the amount of people in the space that you're looking at. Okay, so the amount of people or the amount of population in the space provided. So for example, this massive space here, if there was a population of 1 million but it was spread around fairly evenly distributed, very small populations in different places, it would still have a relatively low population density because it's still small populations in different areas in a large space. Whereas if you've got the same amount of people, 1 million people living in this area, it's much more dense because it's a much smaller space for them to fit into, so it's likely a place like a city, whereas this place here is likely more like a rural area. So how do we answer the question, describe the distribution of low and high population densities in China? We start off with our bug technique, which is going to be, we're going to box our command word, underline our keywords, and later on when we go back to look at the answer that we've written, or while we're writing our answer, that we're checking to see that we use the words in the question. So first of all, boxing the command word, which is describe. We're not going to be explaining anything, so I'm going to write the word explain and just cross that out. We're not explaining why the population is like this, we're just describing what we see. So we're describing where we see the low populations, and we're describing where we see the high populations. Distribution, where are they distributed, in what locations? So are they along the coast? Are they in rural areas based on our own knowledge, or are they in urban areas in the west, in the east? These are all going to be words that we can throw into our answer. Now, low and high are the focus of our answer. So the only ones you really need to look at are the ones that are here and here, these two colors. So we're just going to check them off here. We're going to do a tick for low and 2 ticks for high. So there's low, 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 and we've got high all along this area along the coast. So that's going to be one of our words for the high population density, and we've also got one here. So now we just kind of need to add in these words later on. Population density is going to be included in the structure of our sentences, as is China, because it's the focus of our answer. So answering this question, you're going to use GCSE technique. So general comment followed by specific example. We're going to have 2 of each, and then by doing this we're going to get 1 comms mark. Okay, now give you a sample for a different population density that you won't be using, so that you can go and write your own answer. It'll be the medium, kind of middle population densities. So I'm going to label it as medium. I'm just going to I'm not even going to mark them on the map, I'm just going to say where they are. So medium population densities are located they're mostly in they're mostly in eastern China, I'm going to say, in East China. So that's going to be a mark for a GCSE, okay? Follow it up with your SE, and your SE is going to be an example of this. Is the area surrounding Beijing. And Beijing is over here. So you can see I've chosen the correct color because it's red. That area surrounding Beijing, it's a named place, it's a specific place, is going to give us 1 mark. Okay, so give it your best shot. 4 marks for your answer, and we'll self-assess that in class. Best of luck.